couple of small school bangers, if you will, to close this one out. In 2A1, we got number one Jones going to number four OCS. A couple of undefeated teams here. OCS still has to deal with Mount St. Mary next week, so it could get a little murky if they lose this week. But we'll start with you, Mark. Can the Longhorns wrap up the district with a win?
OCS has they've got 5 shutouts this year. They've only given up 37 points all season long, but Jones have scored 42 or more in 7 of their 8 games. In the one game that they didn't score 42, they scored 36. 13 miles between the two schools. Jones has won 6 in a row in the series, and I will go with Jones to beat OCS. We had Jones ranked number one in Class 2A. Took some flack on the radio about that today from the people in Washington that were a little upset about that. So, but very tough at the top of Class 2A Division One with Jones, Metro, Marlowe, Washington, Kingston trying to throw their hat in the ring there. Also, Kiefer's got a good squad too. So playoffs are going to be fun in Class 2A Division One.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the playoffs is it will be decided on the field. Sean, I'm sure you're a little bit familiar with the Longhorns. Do you see them pulling this one out? Or are you going to go with the Saints?
Yeah, I've watched more 2A football than I have any other class this year. And it's probably been that way for a while for me, just being familiar with 2A. Jones is very talented. They're on the short list of teams that can win 2A. All the teams that Mark just mentioned. With Metro, we saw Marlowe and Washington last week. Kingston, I think those 4 or 5 are on the short list of teams that can win it. I just don't think OCS is in that group yet. They're a very good team. I just don't think they're in that group. Jones is too much for OCS. I see Jones kind of running away with this game late to win the district title.
Especially running the football. And Jace, who do you have?
Coach made a great point, or he sounded very confident in that pick, and I hate Jones just because of who they were when I was in school. So, I guess I'll go Jones. I really don't want to, though. I really don't want to support them in any way or fashion.
Well,
What about blue and gold sausage?
Now that if that is that where it originated? I just tell everybody blue and gold's from Oklahoma. You can only get it there. But is that their thing?
That's Jones. Yeah, that's Jones.
Every
I,
blind squirrel,
I was
what's the saying? A broke clock is right twice a day or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apply that there.
All right, Jacob.
Man, we get to pick these two 8-0 matchups to finish things up here, and this Jones OCS game should be one heck of a football game. 2A1 District 1 championship on the line. OCS has been really impressive this season, and they have some talented senior skill players who have, and then they've had a very stingy defense and have been just, obviously 8-0, sitting pretty to 8-0, but Jones is the class of 2A1. I agree with them, their number one ranking, and I think Asen Hansen is the X factor in about every football game. Uh, Jones has played in that's mattered while he's been their quarterback, and it's been as long as I can remember. Jones, he's been leading the charge for this team. Well, he's a senior this season, and I see him taking them far. I got Jones a 6-point favorite at OCS. And I think this is going to be a really close game, but I think, late in the game, um, it'll just be it'll be Hanson. Hanson will be the difference. Jones 30 to 28.